Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I'm come on here today because I want to show you that I want to make something. I'm going to try and make a couple if I can, try and do a bit of mass making because I'm quite, what's the name to that? Now I've stuck this down, I've stuck these two pieces, I folded it over and stuck it together because I wanted it to be reasonably thick. Okay, so now I'm going to cut a bit off it because I'm going to make them a bit thinner. I meant the paper I wanted to be thick, so I've glued two pieces together like so. I'm going to just see if I can tear this along here. It probably should work. It's got a bit of glue in it, but anyway, it's okay. It's all right, it worked okay. Very good. Now, on the back of here, we're actually going to be making one of these, okay? Which is not made like that. I'm making this just how I consider I want to do it today. Okay, so I'm going to turn these two pieces here over, and this is breaking up this paper, isn't it? Yes, it is breaking up. But if you want to get something a bit more sturdier, well, this will hold, but it will stay there because it is very thick, and it's, you know, because now it's been glued. So I'm making this pretty easy so you can just fold it. That one there I've folded a bit different and I can't figure out how I did it now. So, to be honest with you, there's no good me telling you that I do know, because I don't, I forgot. And I've been looking at it and I can't think how I did that, because look at this, it's going that way, the writing. Anyway, so this is going to work just the same if, you know, it's a lot easier to do. Won't take long to make them, will it? So we've got that much. Alright, so all I did was get a piece of paper. Now we need a bone folder thingy. Okay, and I'm going to do this, and that, and then we got that. We'll see. That's pretty easy, isn't it? That's very good. So we're making a tuck spot, and in here we need something to connect it, okay? So on the one I've done, I've connected it with a piece of lace, and I can do that or use anything that I can find in this box here to connect it, because I'd like to use some sort of flower or something, you know, some such thing. When the lid slips down, that falls down. It gets one thing, mouthful of water. I'm in Australia and we're cold. It's not cold in here, but it's cold. You have those, but what I want to do is use, oh yes, I might use one of these. I think this will look absolutely gorgeous, but behind it I need to put something. So let's see which one of these we're going to use. To put it in there like that, you see. Now, but first I'm going to do a bit of inking on this, I think, because I might use this, even though it is a little bit. If I glue that down, that's going to stay there, right? So I'll glue this down here. It's not going to be, it's going to be a good thing, not a bad thing. Come out today, please. I'll just take that off there for a little while because I've been looking for something. I was looking for another piece of paper because this one was very sketchy, but it'll work. It will work, and it'll go in something that I am making. So it will, because it'll be okay. We're not going to panic, okay? Sorry about this, I'm not even showing you what I'm doing. I don't know, it's shocking me sometimes. Okay, put that up under there. There, up there. I don't know. So it's like that. Yes, and then you're going to have it so it bends down, and we need to crease it really good. Sonia's managed to get a bit of stuff on this table here this morning, because I did another video, actually I did a couple, but I keep making mistakes. I don't know if I put up the one about the things that I'll have to go and have a look and redo it if it's not done, what I'm talking about. Now that's nice now, that's nice and tidy now, isn't it? And I put a bit of green, I do love a bit of green. I'll use this Stampin' Up pad that I got out of a lot of stuff, and it's called Old Olive, it is called, and it's always got plenty on my brush here, so I can use that. Put that on. Now it's up to you which way you fold yours. If you want to try and figure out what I did, you can do that. You can put it in something. Now this I would put in the book as glue it in the journal. I would be gluing it in. I would. Just want to put a little bit more green about just to give it some, I don't know, a bit of background. There we go. Now that one there is too little. I want something a little bit, I wanted actually to put flowers on there. There's some flowers. Have I got flower cutouts in here? Probably not. Which I thought I did have, you know. I really thought I did have. Get those out there. In case I need them. I wonder what I did with those. I do have some stickers, flower stickers. Flower stickers. Sonia, what have you done with your flower stickers? This is nice. I like those. Well, I would have thought that's where I left my flower stickers in there. I really would have done. That looks good. That's a sticker. And that looks really nice, doesn't it? I do like that. I'm thinking about this one here too. Square. There's a stamp. But so is this. This is a sticker too, but I'm not going to use it as a sticker because I want to put a... I'll see if I can do... I'll do a flower one in a minute. Let's do this first. I've got those ones there. They're really thin, those stickers. We need to put a piece of something from there to there, okay? So I'm going to put... Will I put a bit of lace? I suppose that'll hold it down tighter than what it would if it was just... Oh, you could put paper though. You can put paper on something. Whatever you like. Let me see. Right, something good in the box again. Let's see if we've got this. Oh, look, this is long enough. It also gives it a little bit more interest, you know, something on the back of the paper. The page. It's covering up a lot though. Let's make it a little bit thinner. Let's make it a tiny bit thinner and give it a bit of a frill. I'll give it some fray the edge. I'll get the words out in a minute, don't you worry. And put that on there like that. I think this is called grounding it, isn't it? I don't know all these technical terms for this work, but that's what I think it's calling it, grounded. Grounding it. Now I'm going to put a bit of glue on the tip of here, and a bit of glue on the tip of here, and put this on. Hold it tight, like taut. Just get it so it's holding down taut. And it's going to take a time to glue because it's very... it's going to take a time to glue because it's not... Because it's got to wait till the glue dries a bit. So we're just going to hang on there. Hang in there a minute. Not sticking, not sticking. Come on, you can do this. It'll stick. Nobody panic. It just takes a little while because of the holes in the fabric, and the glue's got to dry a bit because it's really open. So I wanted something like that anyway. I'm not going to take the sticker, the thing off the back of this, and I'm only going to make this go down the centre. The glue, I need it on the centre of the sticker. So if you use a sticker, whatever you want to put on there, and this does come from the top there, it will touch that there, so that will be very helpful because you want it to hold it down a bit. So it needs to stick to that. Now let's hang on to that while it sticks. It looks a little bit like moss. I do love moss, I do. Jeremy brought me in a little bit the other day. He said, look at this, I found you some moss. I have this thing about it, I don't know what it is. It's just so beautiful, I reckon. It's just so beautiful. Then he took it back outside. Sometimes in different places around the yard it'll grow. Now, there you go. I like it. I do like that. It looks pretty. And then you can get something like this to put in behind there, okay? And I do like how that turned out. So let's just try something a little bit different, a different piece of paper. That's not good with a crackling bottle. I'm so sorry about that. These things are made out of plasticky plastic. Look at it. And it just pushes up. And when I pick it up, because I've got arthritis in my hands, I have to get a good grip on it. And when I do, I squash it in. And then when it's really full, I squirt it all out the top. So I remember now where me papers are that I wanted. I do like that. Make sure it doesn't glue down. So what you need is a piece of paper to start with for this size. And I did say, didn't I? But I forgot now. So I had another piece here, haven't I? Got a bit off the other end. Here we go. So this is only 2.5 inches, maybe, up that way, 6 centimetres by a bit over 6 inches. I could nearly do that with a 6x6 piece of paper, couldn't I? That was one of me things that I was looking at, whether I could do that or not with it. But see, you've got nothing on the back. You probably need something with 2 sides, okay? You need a double-sided piece. I want to do another one, but I want to do it different from this. So I'm just going to move this. Put anything back in it. I'll put that back up in there for a second. What have I got here? Oh, okay. So these are cool. I bought these when I got that the gift from one of the ladies. It's from Shona, and I'm going to use one of those this time on it. But I need something different as far as the paper goes. Let me see. I need something that's double-sided. It's got to be 2 sides. This is nice. Then you've got fairies underneath. It can have fairies on the top, can't it? No, because I'm going to have that. I'm going to have that. So we're going to have to look at something that's reasonably plain to start with. So you've got to right. I had some. Come here, you pieces of paper. It's not big enough, I don't think. This bit here's got that on one side. No. I do like to, I want to use up some of these pages that I've got all these little animals and things in, but it's not sort of something I would use in mine now that I'm making journal ones, you know. You need to be able to incorporate it into what you're doing now, Sonya. That's what you wanted to know. Hang on, I've got some pattern paper here. Right, this will work. It's got 2 sides. I've got a lot of pattern paper and a lot of tea-dyed paper. We could use both of that sort of thing, couldn't we? Here you go there, I'm making a pile up over there, which is not good. Just pulling up the sleeves, you know, because we're going to get down to work here. Well, there's lots of different sizes, so I'll be able to pick something out of there. Okay. And this is just the thing, because it's got images on it, but it's not going to be anything that's going to bother us. We need to tear something. Let's go along here. No, that's not going to work because it's too about this one. Wrong. Sonya, you got that wrong. Get stuff out of that drawer, Sonya. Let's tear it with the ruler, eh? Let's see what I want. I do like the colour. The colour's pretty awesome, isn't it? Now I've wrecked that bit. Look at me go. You could glue down the whole business here, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to tear this. Whoops. There's something. Take a tiny bit off the top here because it's That's scissors. It's not straight. Throw some glue on. That might be more interesting that side. We love that side, eh? Turn it over that way. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And put, for some reason I'm sitting too close to this table. I don't know how they come to be. I'm in the same place as I usually get, unless I've sat too far forward on it or something. Anyway, so now I'm going to just turn these pieces in at the top. Which side? This one here, I think, will turn over. No. When I think about it, I've got to have this as the front, okay? So we'll turn this piece over. And if you try and get it really level, is a good idea. Something that I'm not really good at doing that myself for this. This is not as, this is a bit, the wider the paper, the shorter the opening, the skinnier the paper, the longer the big part. You'll see this when I show you a bit better. I'll show you better than I can tell you. So we've got, I think that's how it works. Where am I? So if you turn that over there, you've hardly got anything left to put it on, have you, Sonia? Look at that. You've hardly got anything left to put the thing on. But that doesn't matter because I think that'll work. See how this is thinner, so it doesn't turn in as far. So therefore you're not taking away as much, even though it was the same length that way. That's as clear as mud, isn't it? Anyway, if you just watch what I'm doing, I suppose, you can see that this is why it's going to be shorter, because the paper's wider that way. If you get a skinny strip, it won't turn in as far. Like this one here is only going to turn in like that, and then go down there like that, and that's a lot thinner, see? And then I'm going to have a longer opening here because that one, this is not been closed down very good what I'm doing here. I should probably also, as an idea, you can not have it over that far. You could take it back a bit and turn it over. You've got more sticking space there too. Maybe we'll do that, eh? Let's do that. Let's take it back a bit. So you've got that there. So you only want to have turned in that much. And then you can take it back. It's very forgiving, this piece of paper, isn't it, for me? Put it back like that, okay? That's straight, yes, good. What's names are not, though. I'll just see if that's all right. You want to get here and put that there and make sure that that's about the same width there, which it is. All right, yeah, put this on. It's wet. The glue's making it still wet, so it's very. It'll be stiff in a minute. When it dries, it's going to get really stiff, and it'll be a lot better. Okay, it'll look a lot better because this is going to have to just be a prototype thing, you know, because I've bent it and creased it and bent it and creased it, and that's not good. So on here, I can do the same thing with a piece of fabric, I guess. I can put the piece of fabric up the centre, or you can use a bit of lace or anything you want to put on here, then to cover it with the... And I will use this wider piece because, wait a minute, chop a bit more off, and then I can throw it back a bit further than what I have the other one, okay? And then we can get one of them die cuts. And I forget I own things because truly I was looking at it and I thought, I wonder what that is. And there was near me, what's the name, people, what do you call them? Tim Holtz people. They're in a box there somewhere. That was sitting up there. I wonder where that went to. It must be, oh yeah, there it is. Next to it. Sonya says, look far. Look further upfield. Now I think that's good. And now it's going to take a little minute to dry, but that's all right. We can handle that, can't we? Because I've got a lot of glue on. Might be able to even use this. I might have been covering up the bad bits. You never know. I forgot to put some ink on. Now, if this hasn't got something in it that I can use, there's going to be strife, isn't there? Because there's 80 pieces in here, as far as I know. There's 80 pieces. So there's got to have something really nice in here that I can put on it. Something with a lot of oomph, you know. This yellow one's nice. Oh, yes. Isn't this nice? Wow. That's a bit of a rugged edge, but that doesn't matter. We like things like that, don't we? Look at that. I do like that. Where's me? Bit of green. Let's put a bit of green on first, and then we'll stick that there. I'm sure I squished that down with that thing, didn't I? You can even lift it up, I suppose, and put more ink on that bit if you want to. And where it had, and where this crease was, ink that. It looks like it's supposed to be. It's supposed to, yes. I'll have to try some different paper ideas too soon, I suppose. I'll miss one. If I go, I know this hasn't got, it looks like it's got much ink on it, but if I go and put that in the ink thing, we might have a turn, you know, there could be, something could come untoward and happen, you know. It looks really ducky, doesn't it? I do like that. A bit rough looking, but it's good. That's what we need, is a rough looking thing. I have got a journal actually that this will go in, that I'm making. And it will go in there really nicely because it's made out of all them colours. Now, I need it to stick to these heavier bits, but I also want it to stick to the paper, the paper underneath there. So let's put some glue straight down the middle to start with, because this has got, I don't think it's a sticker, I'm really sure it's not. And I say that I'm just going to have a look anyway, you know, that's okay. We'll have a look anyway. Because this is lifted up, no it's not, see, it's not a sticker. Now you're going to have to stick that back down, righto. Now, I want to go straight up the middle of this. Which we'll be starting with. There you go. Now, that should... I'll put this in there, stop it from sticking. Should put a piece of acetate or something in there to stop it from sticking, but some sort of this will work, won't it? So you've got to have to hang on to that, because they ain't going to glue in a hurry. It is going to look good though. I do like it. I think I like it better than I like that one. But that's alright, I can use both of them anyway. It's sticking down yet? Yeah. Keep pressing. I just like the idea of it too, you know, it's coming off the side. Are we stuck down there? Really? Am I stuck? Am I stuck to it? Oh, good. Look. Oh, I do like that. Do you like that one? I do like that one. Yeah, that's nice. And they look really good with something pretty behind it. You know, you can just, I'll just sit this in here to show you. Because even something that's like that will look really good. It'll give it a nice lift along, won't it? Something like that behind there. Same in here. Yeah, I do like how that worked out. That's really cool, that is. So anyway, you can go off and make some of those, because I can spend a bit of time making a few more too, I hope. But we'll see how we go. So I need to have a break now, so because I've done another video or two and I want to do a few more bits. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe if you like what I do. You never know what I'm going to come up with though, or get an idea from. I did do some other things, and I don't know whether I showed the video. I'm going to put up the video that I showed them or not that I've been making, so I did some mass making things the other day. And I put them just here next to me. But anyway, we're going to do that later. So I'll show you that another time. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.